Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Germana and today we are going to see how to use the Italian causative verbs correctly. But first guys, if you want to see any other Italian grammar videos from me in the future, just make sure to subscribe down below and turn on my post notifications so you never miss another upload. Are you ready? Let's get started! So what are causative verbs and how do we use them in Italian? They are verbs that demand actions be done by others. This means that in a sentence, the action is not undertaken by the subject, rather by the object. Let's see an example to better understand. Il professore ha fatto scrivere un saggio breve ai suoi alunni. The professor had his students write an essay. What's the subject? Il professore, the professor. And what's the object? Ai suoi alunni, his students. In this case we have an indirect object pronoun, ai suoi alunni, that works as the agent of the sentence, so the one that performs the action. Hence, it's not the professor who wrote the essay, actually it's his students, because he basically asked them to write it. Ha fatto scrivere ai suoi alunni. And this request for undertaking an action in Italian is expressed by two different verbs. We have fare and lasciare. So, as we have just seen an example with the verb fare, let's see another one with the verb lasciare. Mia sorella mi ha fatto scegliere I gusti del suo gelato. My sister allowed me to choose the flavors of her ice cream. The action of choosing the flavors is actually undertaken by myself, but the verb indicates that this action was requested by my sister. Mi ha lasciato scegliere. That's like ha lasciato scegliere me. She made me choose. It might sound tricky to you guys, but I assure you that it's easier than it seems. All you need is to practice and get familiar with the sentence structure. We have the subject, which is the one that asks for the action to be undertaken, plus the verb fare or lasciare, conjugated, plus the verb that expresses the action, which is always in its infinitive form, plus the object, which is the actual agent of the sentence, so the one that performs the action. Let's see some other examples to better understand. Ho fatto comprare a Luca il pane stamattina, which literally means I had Luca buy the bread this morning. Or Maurizio mi ha lasciato scegliere il ristorante per stasera. Maurizio let me choose the restaurant for tonight. Maurizio is the subject of the sentence, so the one that asks for the action to be undertaken. But who is actually performing the action? It's me. Important is that, as I've already told you, that you conjugate the verb after fare and lasciare in the infinitive form. This verb indicates the action being caused. Ti faccio parcheggiare nel mio garage. I allow you to park in my garage. Li ho lasciati studiare nella stanza di Carlo. I let them study in Carlo's room. So now you might be wondering, are fare and lasciare interchangeable? Well, not really. Sometimes the verb fare can assume the meaning of lasciare, but the contrary never happens. This means that you never use lasciare on fare's place. So let's see more in detail the meaning of both verbs. The verb fare, when is used as a causative verb, can mean to oblige, to impose, to command, or even to order someone doing something. While the verb lasciare has a softer meaning, it can mean to allow, to permit, to let someone doing something. Remember to do not confuse it with the verb lasciare, meaning it to leave, to quit, or to break up. So let's see another example. I genitori di Samuele lo lasciano andare a scuola con il bus. Samuele's parents allow him to get to school by bus. As you probably already know, in this sentence, lo refers to Samuele. It's a direct object pronoun in its atonic form. And if you're interested in knowing something more about Italian direct object pronouns, or you just want to refresh your mind, I suggest you watch this video up here. So coming back to this sentence, we have the verb lasciare conjugated plus the verb andare in the infinitive form. But you must remember that the verb lasciare doesn't always require to be followed by an infinitive verb. It can also be followed by che plus the verb conjugated. So it's up to you to choose which form to adopt. Just to summarize, we can have the verb lasciare conjugated plus the verb in the infinitive form, or plus che plus the verb in the subjunctive mood. The first one is called forma implicita, that is to say the implicit form, and the second one is called forma esplicita, the explicit form. And now is your turn, guys. I'll give you 4 sentences with the subject's intention expressed, so if he or she wants to order or allow the object doing something. Which verb would you choose to fill in the gaps? The verb fare or lasciare? I'll give you an example first and then you continue. La nonna mi preparare un dolce con lei. In this case, the subject's intention is to allow. So I can use both fare or lasciare because they are interchangeable. The sentence would become: La nonna mi ha fatto preparare un dolce con lei, or la nonna mi ha lasciato preparare un dolce con lei. I'll let you have the floor now. Number 1. Ludovica spesso che la sua barboncina rotoli nel fango. The subject's intention is to allow. Number 2. Non ti andare in vacanza quest'estate se non vieni promosso. The subject's intention is to allow. Number 3. Il sergente allenare i suoi soldati nella neve oggi. The subject's intention is to order. Il papà di Valerio non lo uscire spesso. The subject's intention is to allow. Good, that's all for today's lesson. I hope you learned something and that you found useful this video. Of course, if you have any question, please let me know in the comment section down below, and also let me know where you're from, in what city and country you're writing from. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to connect with me, you can find me on my Facebook, Instagram and Twitter account. See you next time. Ciao!